All righty. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's good to see y'all. And we are back for another week. We are a little inconsistent, but when we're dialed in, we're dialed in.
We're dialed in.
We're dialed in. So this is like what? I think the fourth episode in a row we've had. I think we're on a roll.
I think we skipped one. You
Okay, we
were
skipped
in
one.
Fort Lauderdale, maybe?
Yeah, and then I'm out next week. So the streak will end. But very excited.
The week after
today.
that's Thanksgiving. So happy early Thanksgiving to you, Sabir, and to you, Taylor.
Yes,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
you. So we are joined by Sabir today, and we're going to talk about his startup. But before we dive in, I want to do a quick introduction about what this is, in case if you find us randomly on the internet, you're like, what the heck is this thing? So basically, Unicorn Finders was founded in March 2020, where me and Dan and Jake, Jake is basically at this point our imaginary friend. But we all started this as a way to have an excuse to hang out with each other. I was telling Sabir off air that as guys, we need an excuse to hang out with each other, or we just don't hang out with each other. And so we started Unicorn Finders. We've pivoted a little bit over the last probably year and a half. We are really our unofficial slogan, which I really just need to make it our official slogan because I say it so many times, is really the slogan of the show is finding really cool companies doing really cool shit that you probably haven't heard of yet. Right. So that's kind of that's what our focus is. And so today we're talking to Sabir about his company, which I'm really passionate about. It's a topic I'm passionate about is networking. So very excited about this. So Sabir, take it away, man. Give us a quick background about yourself. Give us a quick background about Xoolooloo, and then we'll start asking you some questions.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. My name is Sabir, and I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Xoolooloo. So professionally, I'm a machine learning scientist. Like I have been working with the machine learning in AI space for like over the past 5 years, and I've been making product from end to end, like from computer vision product to fraud detection, real-time anomaly detection, like this sort of kind of things I make all the time. And then I thought, why don't I use my own background to make my own thing, right? And the problem that I have been facing all the time, like we always hang out with people with our primary skill set. Like, for example, I'm a data scientist, you're a data scientist, we meet each other, talk to each other, right? What about I have something else that you do not know, but I just want to meet with somebody else. For example, with my hobbies, like I'm a microgreen gardener or I'm a mushroom grower. How do I want to find those mushroom grower, right?
There you go. Dan's a mushroom grower.
Exactly.
Just an eater, just a mushroom eater.
Just a mushroom eater,
yes. I'm just kidding. LinkedIn is a joke. Just a joke.
Or what if I have the kind of uncommon interest that I do not find anybody else? For example, I'm a chess player. At the same time, I just want to like hike and talk with guys like about the photography or hiking together and about the mushroom growing or microgreens, about the chef. How do I find those? So most of the cases, like the traditional search engine like Google, they don't give you like this sort of information about the people. Like even the social media like Facebook, Twitter, they're all about the networking, but people do not talk about their passions, their uncommon interests. So this is where Xoolooloo comes into a play, and this is the problem that I saw like many years ago. And I thought, wow, okay, I have the machine learning background, and then why don't I use machine learning to solve this problem? And this is where Xoolooloo comes into here.
So Sabir, talk me through the app a little bit. I can go and I can register and I can say, hey, I'm interested in foraging mushrooms, or maybe I'm interested in chess or backgammon, or I'm interested in going to live music events at small venues. I can just toggle what all of my interests are.
Yes, Sabir, do you have my profile? Pull it up. Do you have it where we can share a screen real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. No problem at all. Like we have the app and we have the website. So all you have to do is just go in there and use your existing social media like Google or Facebook. And then we ask one simple question, what you are interested in. That's it. And then you list all of your interest, and immediately you'll be able to kind of find other people based off of your interest or hobbies. Yeah.
And is there a way to toggle, and maybe not, but maybe I'm interested in learning about chess, right? But I don't play chess. Is there an opportunity to say, hey, like I'm somebody that's looking to learn or be surrounded by those types of people, or are those a part of the engagement platform after you can connect with somebody with a similar interest?
I think it's a both. Like we have the way to tag your interest or hobby in such a way. Say, for example, I'm interested in chess, but I'm a very beginner and I want to learn. So is there anybody out there who can help me to learn this? Or at least I can hang out with you. so that I can just know what is going on in the chess world.
Gotcha.
I wanna hang out with Dan so he can teach me more about golf.
There you go.
That would be
Yeah.
nice.
You're more than welcome.
Sabir, if you wanna pull up your screen with the app, because I know you walked me through it when we met at 3686.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know how it works on your end. It's usually on my end, but
You just go down to the present button, and then you
Okay.
can go to share screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
Hold
cool.
on, let me kind of pull up my screen here.
Yeah. You know, I probably need to prep people on this because I think we should do
Yeah.
more of this, Dan.
Yeah.
I think
So
I know. I 100% agree. Sabir, just to get back into to everything. I mean, I think it's fascinating. I think the world of learning hobbies, of finding common interests, has
yeah,
become even harder in a more connected world, right? Like you've never had more access to people that are good or that you can play chess with online or that you can do certain things with. But at the same time, I feel like we've become more and more disconnected as we were sheltered in place, depending on where you lived for, a few months or a few years. And, this kind of matriculation back into hanging out and meeting people in the meetup space and all of that has really slowed. I think that doing something like this where I can find that common interest over somebody that has a common interest of also meeting somebody at the same time is fascinating to me. So
yeah,
excited to learn more.
absolutely. So this is our kind of website, Xoolooloo.com. You can come here and as you can see here, find like-minded people near and far. And the whole thing is all about networking based on your like niche passion. So you guys are seeing my screen, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's all about like your unique interest, like uncommon hobbies and passions. So all you have to do, so for example, like if you want to come here, then you have to just use your Google or existing Facebook. Then it's pretty simple. Like you have to put your name, email, and password. And then once you put your name, email, and password, then all you have to do put your kind of hobbies and interest here, like machine learning, rock climbing, urban gardening, or fashion and beauty, something like this. So once you are kind of signed in, then it's pretty simple. Like for example, like say I'm already signed in here, and then you sign in here, then you just kind of go here, and then you'll be able to see, oh, okay, all the people are listed here, and these are the suggested interest here. So for example, like I'm a machine learning scientist, and I always want to find other people who are interested in machine learning and entrepreneurship. And automatically, the Jululu, it uses the AI and machine learning behind the scene to kind of
Mm-hmm.
give you all the people nearby who are interested about your thing. So for example, I see like there's a guy, Vishnu, and he's interested in machine learning, computational biology, photography and videography, public policy. Oh, interesting.
That's an
So
interesting person. Like,
yeah, absolutely. It's kind of very niche interest,
mm-hmm.
not only your primary skill set or not only your primary interest, but these are the interests that we usually do not talk about, right?
Mm-hmm. Or
So
if you find somebody that's interested in machine learning and golf, to use that, or tennis.
yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
I'm interested in tennis and machine learning. Like, why don't we go, play a match or do something like that? I mean, I do like that it shares more than just what you've asked it to. It just doesn't just toggle, say, hey, these are all the people that are interested in machine learning. It says, hey, this is somebody that might also be a fit for you based on something else that you might have in common that somebody might not have even listed. Love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I totally agree with you. Like, for example, right now I'm just searching who are interested in machine learning and entrepreneurship together and animal. Like, I just put a bunch of things like classical music and everything, just see who is out there, like
Mm-hmm.
combining all of those kind of things. And the best part is like you can even select your location where like home, Toronto, or you can even add your new location or even use your current location wherever you want to go. So this is what like you see here, like the marketing, video production, entrepreneur chess here. So travel, philanthropy, food and wine, music. I see people are also interested in like real estate here. Like there are lots of kind of interesting kind of stuff here. Since like I'm kind of searching about entrepreneurship, all of these people are kind of entrepreneurship and everything here.
So what
So
does it look like? So it looks
so
like
even
this.
I see you here, Memphis, like here modeling and songwriting. Yes, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So so let's say I want to do photography for Rachel. So like what does it look like to message Rachel? Like how does that work? How does the networking start?
So networking, like all you have to do is kind of like you find somebody here, for example, like here, and then you just chat with them. It's just so simple.
Oh, wow.
Like hello there, and then I see like there's a red dot. That means the guy is not be available. But
Sure.
once he or she is available, then um, uh, he or she can kind of reply you back. It's just so simple because we just wanted to simplify it.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
So Sabir, and I'll go ahead and remove the screen just for our conversational purposes. We pull back if we want to. So I know you and I were talking at 3686. So where are people? You said you're kind of getting into colleges, right?
So right now we are focusing on Nashville and who are also interested in like machine learning and the AI, because the AI is kind of hype all over the places.
Sure.
And people kind of want to learn more about it, right? So my target group are those group of people who are interested in machine learning, but they do not know, so that I can help them and bring them on my platform. So this is what I have been doing past couple of weeks actually. So I have been hosting an event. It's called Applied Machine Learning workshop on
Yep.
my platform, and that kind of brought me 31 attendees from the Nashville, and ranging from data scientists, data engineers, machine learning enthusiasts, like all the people.
I love that. And then you did say wasn't there a university up in the Northeast that was using your app?
Yes, so it's a Columbia University. They are testing
Ever heard
Columbia
of it?
University, New York. Yeah, they have been using it, and I'm trying to partner with the Vanderbilt University because students has the exact same problem finding each other
Yeah.
based on the common interest or common hobbies, right? Not only
Mhm.
I'm a mechanical engineer. I just want to find a mechanical. It's not like this. Students, they want to make connection based on their soft skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think this is fascinating. I mean, Dan, I don't know about you when you're in college, but Florida obviously is like the greatest institution ever. You continually to remind me.
I
But
agree.
were you
Harvard of
good
the
at
South.
networking? Were you good at networking in college? Because I know for me, I would have probably liked this app to try to break down those walls a little bit.
Yeah, so for me, my college experience was, kind of driven in a few different, aspects from the fraternity to student government to work at the football recruiting office. But like even inside of those, it's sometimes hard to know, right? Like my fraternity had 140 people in it, right? Like you just
Right.
don't know of that group or what's interesting. What might you have in common? And if you're a senior and somebody's a freshman or sophomore, you may not know them super well, but if there's that common interest. So I do think for large groups like that, but even outside of that, being in the university setting, there's so many students that feel lost, right? All of us went to college. We all kind of understand the idea of like you have your dorm, maybe some people there, you have your classes, and then there's these hodgepodge clubs that like there's usually a lot of the same type of club. You don't know which one to join, or
Right.
how are you going to fit into that group, or do they fit into your schedule? And everybody has different schedules. That I do think, and I am very surprised, and I hope that this takes off. I know that there's been a few companies that are like this that just haven't seemed to get the traction. But I think that this is such a no-brainer for a college and university to say,
Yeah.
hey, this is what we're offering, because there's things that this offers from a hobby perspective that a university is never going to facilitate, right?
100%.
Like there's a tennis club, but like, are you going to join? Does it work with you, right? Or maybe you feel like you're not skilled enough, or you just want to do this as a casual thing, to be able to find and identify that. But I'll say this even more. I do think, especially for people that are new to a city, post college or when they move to a city, really, really struggle as adults finding groups and finding friends and finding people. Like, yes, you can go to maybe a bar and meet somebody, or maybe there's a meetup that you can join. But I do know how hard it is for people to make friends as adults. And we see it all the time with people moving to new cities, or a big life change happens, where they have to build a new friend group, and being able to identify, that common interest or multiple common interests among people, which is why I did, want to note that I do like that it shares more about that person. Because if you're interested in public policy and golf, like could be a great avenue, right?
Yeah. Sabir, go ahead.
Yeah, like I just wanted to add like two more things, like where the problem is exists, like being an immigrant and having a different culture and having a different language. It's like super duper hard in this school. I wanted to find somebody who can understand my way of thinking, my way of kind of understanding. And I'm a Asian people come to American culture is totally shocked. And I wish there was a kind of like something like this so that I could find somebody who
Yeah.
is interested in photography or chess, something like this.
And it's small, right? Like, I mean, I can imagine, Sabir, you being an immigrant and coming here and just saying, "Hey, just go to a networking group and go meet a bunch of people."
I mean,
It's like
that's
very
that's
overwhelming.
terrifying.
Taylor, you don't even like doing that.
I
And that's
hate
what you
doing
do for a
that.
living,
I
right?
know.
So
Even especially in the event, like all the big event or conferences, this is the main problem. Like thousands of people got together in a one roof under the roof, but we do not know who should I talk to.
right.
Even though we run the same purpose. For example, it's a machine learning conference. We come here to learn machine learning, but that's not the goal. I just want to find also somebody who I can talk more like friendly or
Yeah,
good way, right?
that's not much of a friend relationship if you're just talking about data science and machine learning, right? I mean,
Exactly right. So, so
it's a
this is where
college,
like
right?
Xoolooloo can
Yeah.
help you to tell you, hey, these are the group of people are interested in public policy or micro gardening or photography, something like this.
Is there a way to connect? And I kind of saw it on the website when you went into the login page, or past the login page into where you're searching for interest. Is there a way to like coordinate like a small group of people to get together, or almost like a small meetup of, hey,
Oh
like we're
yeah,
interested in golf or in machine learning. Let's get the four of us together
Yeah.
for
Could you
a
like
rep.
dump like 5 to 10 people in a chat? Is that possible on Zulu?
absolutely. We have a group chat and we have a kind of even you can create like for example, three of us we want to hang out today, like
Mhm.
tonight. Then we can just create on one simple event, and we can even invite other people. Hey, join us! Like we are gonna play chess tonight. If
And
you're
that's
in,
great, for people that do their homework before an event to say, hey, I know Sabir's going to this. I know he likes classical music. I know he likes photography. That could be, a connection. If I see Sabir at the event, be like, hey, saw you on Xoolooloo and, if you're interested in photography, do you do still sports, whatever it might be. Yeah.
yeah.
Sabir, as we wrap up here, first off, thank you for coming on. I think it's interesting. I got a few questions, and Dan, definitely chime in if you got some too. I got to ask, Xoolooloo, like what the heck? Like where did the name come from? Because it's kind of crazy. So talk about the name.
It's crazy, and then the idea that came up with me like almost like 5 years ago. Like I was trying to find a name for this kind of app, but I did not. Then I went to the website to search domain name, and I did not find any name. Then I put like extra two O and L. Then Jululu comes into play. So this is how I got the name here. And actually, I talked to many psychologists, and they think that the name and then the O is so eye catchy that people even can see from very distance. Even the name is like hard
Yeah,
to pronounce.
it's
It's
weird.
cool.
It's weird. It catches my attention for
It's a
sure.
little sticky, right?
Very
Yes.
sticky. Like what's that name? It's so random and it's so different
So
that
yes.
I can see it.
But easy enough to say.
Yeah.
As long as you know the X is pronounced like a Z. But
Sabir, talk about pricing structure, right? How do you guys make money? I mean, do users have to pay for a profile? Do you have like a premium service? Is it on the universities to kind of pay to get people? Like, how are you guys making money?
So right now we are a pre-revenue company. We're not making any money, but our goal is to make money using the request feature. So once you have like say millions of users, then one user can request to other nearby users to get some help or get some services, something like this. Say for example, right now I'm in rush and I need a photographer next 2 days. Then I can kind of broadcast my messages to the nearby all photographers, and they would get this message right away. So that would be our monetization strategy down the road.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Dan,
I love it. No, I love it. I know Sabir, it's hard to get sticky in a bunch of different markets, but man, I'm gonna root my butt off for you guys, because I do think that the world has become harder and harder to connect. And I know that, Facebook was an easy way to do it before. I'm not on Facebook, anymore, but like I know that became so convoluted. It kind of the signal got lost in the noise. And I know a lot of these, companies that exist to do this, then morph into other things. And you're just like, I just want to find somebody that's similar to me that we can do something together and hang out and like be friends. But
Yeah.
I'm pumped for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Same, man. Well, Sabir, thank you again. Real quick, where can people find you or find Xoolooloo? Like, where's the best places? I'm assuming in all the app stores, right?
In the App Store, and it's simple, www.xoolooloo.com, or
I love
even
it.
you can find like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We have the presence there. Yeah.
And I know you're focusing on Nashville now. If somebody was in like Tampa, could I sign up? And there's just not gonna be a lot of people yet, but I can go and like tell my friends and do like guerrilla marketing for you. And they can
Absolutely.
sign
We have
up.
a ton of users from Tampa.
Go find some new friends.
I know.
Yeah.
Go find some new friends, Dan.
I've been friends with my friends too long. You know, yeah, I would love to talk public policy and golf with somebody.
I know.
Absolutely.
Not me. Awesome. Well, Sabir, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's stay in touch. We'll be excited to keep up with all happenings with what you've got going on. And so you have a great rest of your Thursday, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, Sabir.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I think it solves a problem. You know, again, I know that there's a lot of competition in the local space, right? I know that there's a company here that works at the incubator that I'm on the board for here, which is doing some neat things. And I think that it's similar, but you know, you don't have to be the only one that's out there. But I do love how easy it is. And even that app, I don't want to give them free publicity here. Sure. Even that app is a little complicated and convoluted. And now you start to add all these features and everything else. And it's just like, just want it to be a seamless way to make friends. I love the meetup portion of it. I love the group chat portion of it. You know, I know that you just need users, right?
I think a few observations real quick. I'm curious for your thoughts. First off, I'm seeing a lot of social media apps that are networking. They're not social media apps. I'm seeing a lot of networking apps pop up. Like even today, before I jumped on, I get an email newsletter of this one entrepreneur, and they posted that they're like, "Hey, check this out. It's an app that's coming out to basically keep up with like your closest friends, right?" And then you got Xoolooloo trying to find new friends. There's another app I'm trying out called Saturday, and it's kind of like Snapchat Maps and Meetup.com
like
together.
Foursquare.
Right? Say what?
Foursquare.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like there is a need and there's a market for this, but I think there's also starting to become a lot of competition for this stuff too.
I think there is. I think simplicity is going to win. I think user experience is going to win.
Yeah.
And then I think that it's a guerrilla marketing strategy. I don't know how you market other than you got a chicken and the egg problem, right? Like you need more people to sign up, but like, are people going to sign up if there's not a lot of users? You almost see people to buy into the idea and the belief of it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, we've talked about it on the show a lot. Not every company needs to be $1 billion company. I'm sure Sabir would love that, but a lot of it, and it seems like to me, is he wants to solve a problem that he faced. You know, I think his immigrant story is very telling to what a lot of people deal with moving to America, or moving, you know, from college to a new city, and they're trying to figure it out, and maybe they just don't want to be friends with people at work, right? Because then it becomes a continuation of work, right? Like if you work with somebody, then even if you have similar interests, you're still going to come back to that work component, of it, right? And not everybody, especially like Gen Z right now, like isn't really going out and drinking as much as like the millennials and Gen X, etc. They're not going out to the bar. They're more at home. They're more notoriously online than any generation. You know, so this is a way to hopefully get them out of the confines of just doing that. But you know, you can't just go to a golf course and just hang around and hope that somebody's like, "Hey, do you want to golf with me?" You do have to be proactive, and I think that this is a proactive step. And you know, again, I think it's a great idea. It's just a matter of just catching on and being sticky in the market.
Yep, 100%. Cool. All right,
so we'll see you guys in 3 weeks. We're off the next two.
Yeah. When's our next one? Let's see here. So we got
the 30th. November 30th, the end of November.
Yeah, November 30th. We have Vet Verify. It's a technology startup building the world's first always current searchable database to up-to-date animal health records, verified and supplied directly from your local.
So it's like EMR for vets.
Yeah. So
cool. There's a company that I found here that's doing telehealth for pets. Their business model doesn't make sense, so I won't bring them on the show. Once it does make sense, I think they'd be fascinating.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
But right now, it seems like they're going to just hemorrhage money. So,
yeah, our goal here at Unicorn Finders is to try to bring people on who could have good upside. Oh, also, go ahead.
Yeah, I think you might say what I was going to say.
I know. I think you first.
Yeah, you say it.
Oh, you say it.
We were able to make a lead connection, a
Yes,
potential sales connection.
What I was going to say. So yeah, go ahead.
So
go ahead.
So shout out to the listeners of this show. What company was it again?
That was a Wondergraph and
Wondergraph.
Stefan.
Stefan. So he
Stefan.
got a lead, a potential sales opportunity for his business because of the show. So that's what we love to hear. That's not the first time. That won't be the last time.
Yeah.
So if something is interesting, we will drop, obviously you can reach out to them, but please do learn more, right? That's why we do this is for you guys. We don't make any money. We just do this for fun and to connect you guys to other cool products. So
yeah, absolutely. Also, I want to give a shout out to Brandon Bayer. Remember Brandon Bayer with Flight Control?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He just released a huge version 2 of his software. So shout out to Brandon Bayer and the Flight Control team. They're doing some crazy stuff within the AWS ecosystem. And so shout out to that crew for a huge release this week. So cool.
Congratulations, guys.
All right, y'all.
I used Fish Brains a couple weeks ago too. So shout out to them.
So
Fish Brain.
Sweet. I love it.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
Cool.
We'll see y'all at the end of the month.
See you guys after Thanksgiving.
Peace.